Okay, so the next section in the video suite we're going to go over is reviewing games. So essentially, whenever you're done with a tournament, it's going to leave you on the tournament menu. You just want to hit the menu, and then you're going to go to review games. Under here, you're going to see all the different games that you've played. So I have 4 at this point that's listed. Before we dive into the review games, there's just a couple things we want to go over. Basically, the layout of the game is going to specify the tournament you were in, the state that you were in city, the date, the round, white versus black, and then who won in that tournament type. So here you can see black won because it's 0-1. Whoops, excuse me. It's 0-1. So over here in the corner, whatever the last move that you made during that tournament, or the last position that the game ended in, will have this list. One thing to note about this, as soon as you go in to review the game, and if you start stepping through the game, it's going to leave that position. So the very first time that you come to review games, it's going to show all the positions properly based on the end of the game. But as soon as you go in here to review games and start going through the position, it's going to go ahead and re-update those little board positions here on the side. Moving on, up at the very top, you have your settings button. So if you click on settings, it's going to have a couple different options in here. It's going to have the ability to do a default sort, which is newest to oldest, and then you can also sort oldest to newest, so it'll show your oldest game to your newest game. So as you see, I've got 422, but now today's the 29th, so now I put the 29th on the bottom. So by default, I like to leave it default sort, so I can always see my top games that I've played based on date. The other option that you have in here is you can also search by event name. So if you come in here to search by event name, again, you just hit that search by event name, and then you can type in the event name. So we could do a search for Hub City, and any game that starts with HU shows up in here under Hub City. So and then when you're done, you just hit that little X button. So you can also go to search by player name. So if I wanted to find there was a game with, let's see who else I played with Travis. I got 2 Travises. I got a Gil Travis and a Kyle Travis. I happen to use that name a lot, I guess, for doing these videos. So if you just do a search for Travis, it's going to find all the Travises and put them up front above everybody else. So that's how it basically does that. And then if you wanted to, you could also do a search for Daniels as well. Now, as this list gets longer and longer and longer, you can actually do different searches. So you could do a search for your first name, and then Travis. So here I'm doing a search for JO for me, and then I'm doing a search for TR. Whoops. For TR, and any game where I played against a Travis will show up. So essentially it'll list those games first, and then you can go into them. So there's another way to pull up these games, and it's based on opponent, and we'll do that in the next video. So anyways, that's basically using review games and kind of using the settings button to search by events or by player names, and then your default sort. So I'll stop this video, and then we'll do another video on going through the review game itself.